myself busy in your absence, optimized my formula. I'm now confident I can revive the remaining colonists. All I need now is the dimethyl sulfoxide. I'll take as much as you can give me.
Forget about chemicals for a second. The colony is on the verge of collapse.
What? Oh, yes, well, that's obvious. Anyone with 2 working labs can see this colony's slouching toward oblivion. Why do you think we've been doing all this? I revived you to help me save Halcyon from annihilation.
It gets worse. The chairman's planning on freezing every worker in Halcyon.
Hold on. Let me see if I understand this correctly. You're saying that Halcyon's on the brink of total collapse? And the chairman's plan to save all of us is to save himself? I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve it by freezing the rest of us? That's not a plan. That's a goddamn escape clause. That makes 2 things we don't have. Time and chemicals to revive the other settlers. None of this was supposed to happen. I was supposed to revive the Hope's colonists. We were supposed to have enough time to solve the problem before we all starved.
You found your chemicals in the ministry. The board was testing them on human subjects.
Human test subjects? Oh, that's grotesque. That's unthinkable. That's exactly what I'd expect out of the board.
I had to let the test subjects die, but I brought back all the chemicals they had.
Thank you. You've brought me enough chemicals to get started, at least. I'm just sorry they came at the cost of human lives. Those poor people, they must have died in agony. What exactly was the board trying to accomplish?
The board's trying to mitigate damage to human tissue during the revival process.
You say the board's trying to freeze their subjects over and over again without inflicting permanent damage? Well, they're nowhere close to solving that problem. I'll tell you this much. The board scientists are hopelessly lost. After years of fruitless experimentation, they've made exactly 0 progress.
What makes you say that?
I used to work for these people. I'm intimately familiar with the utter incompetence of the board's own scientists. We're out of time. We're out of chemicals. We may very well be out of options. If the board has their way, we're all going to be spending the rest of our lives frozen in stasis. Do you realize what this means for the Hope? For your fellow colonists? The board's going to kill them all. Toss them out into space, just to make room in their hibernation chambers.
We need to think about this. There has to be something we can do.
Short of lining up every member of the board and shooting them in the back of the head. Do you know what's waiting for us on the Hope? Scientists, engineers, artists, the brightest minds Earth ever sent us, uncorrupted by the board. The board's going to dispose of them all and transform the Hope into a prison for the rest of us. They're likely on their way to the Hope as we speak. We need to get to those colonists before the board. I have enough chemicals to start reviving a few of them, but no easy way to get them off the Hope.
There's a way. It's not exactly safe, but we can skip the Hope into the system.
Merciful gibbering law! You're a genius! We bring the Hope to us. Skip the entire ship across the distance of colony space, right next to my lab.
The Hope's probably damaged. We'll have to route power from the Unreliable.
Yes, exactly. You're a step ahead of me, but I perceive the shape of your plan. If we link up the Hope to the Unreliable, then use your navigational computer to calculate a reasonably safe vector, we can skip the entire colony ship into the rings of Terra 2.
And that's going to work, without killing us in the process. I thought intra-system microjumps were prohibited for a reason.
Yes, there's always a risk of a catastrophic collision between the Hope and, say, Terra 2, in theory. But you'll be fine, provided your calculations are correct.
I've got a healthy disregard for personal safety, but this sounds crazy, even to me.
Your instincts are correct. By any reasonable definition of sanity, this plan is crazy. Isn't it wonderful? You'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the unreliable.
It's okay, guys. I'm
Then
great at
head
math.
to the bridge.
We're
Your
fine.
navigational computer, Ada, should be able to activate the Hope's skip drive. Once you've skipped the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access to the frozen colonists. I can start reviving them immediately.
I'll do it.
I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems. The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers, scientists, engineers, experts in their field. If we work together, we can still find a way to save Halcyon. The board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving. I choose to believe otherwise. If there's even the slightest chance we can save Halcyon from oblivion, then we have to take it.
The adjutant asked me to plant a tracking signal in your lab, but I'm not going to do it.
You absolutely should.
You've got a plan of some sort.
The adjutant must have sent you some kind of tracking code. If you don't use the code, she'll suspect you betrayed her. I think you should use the code and send a corrupted tracking signal. That should buy me some time.
Okay. I get it. You want to prepare.
The board's going to catch up to me sooner or later. This way I'll have time to set up some particularly nasty defenses.
Oh, I like this.
Use my communications terminal to corrupt the tracking signal.
Okay.
While the board busies themselves trying to decipher it, I'll have plenty of time to prepare my defenses.
Nice. I'm 100% down for this. I want to talk about the Hope.
Certainly. How can I help?
Let's say... Do I expect any resistance?
It wouldn't surprise me. When I pulled you out of the Hope, the board nearly intercepted me. I expect they stepped up security since my little act of larceny.
Just so we're clear, you know the skip drives aren't supposed to be used like this.
Skip drives were never designed to be used within a system, but I skipped my ship across Halcyon when I rescued you, and that turned out fine, mostly. That is, I ruined my ship and nearly killed myself in the process, but the maneuver was well within acceptable margins of risk. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
People aren't going to notice a gigantic colony ship slamming into the rings of Terra 2?
Unlikely. The Hope is as massive as the Groundbreaker, but compared to the rings of Terra 2, positively minuscule. The board might notice, possibly, depending on the position of their heads relative to the depth of their collective posteriors.
Heads in their butts. Okay.
So, sneak onto a lost colony ship and skip it across the system? What could go wrong?
Aren't you glad you're with me, Ellie? Send corrupted tracking signal. Bam. Awesome. Replarose.
You bought me more than enough time.
Says, happy 4 months, Co. I haven't been around for the last couple days on your stream because I'm doing my own playthrough of Outer Worlds right now. Hope you and chat are having lots of fun and see you on the other side. Replarose, thank you for your support, and we're having a great time. Yeah, this has been nothing but awesome. Nothing but awesome. Bracken issues. That is a fruity booty. I like it. Very nice. Let's go. Do a hard save again.
If you have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
I'm impressed, Captain. I almost expected you wouldn't go through with it.
Ellie wants to talk? Cool.
Unfortunately, Dr. Wells found a way to corrupt the signal before we could pinpoint his location. Still, it's only a matter of time before we find him. Come visit me in Byzantium. We need to have a talk about the future of this colony.
Byzantium's a big place.
Meet me in my office. I've authorized your ship at my personal landing pad.
Adjutant Akande has ended her call. Rather rudely, if I might say, considering she didn't
Yeah, it sounds like
sign
a
off.
trap.
Will there be anything else, Captain?
Chat is saying it's a trap, but hard save before you do it and go do it. Okay, let's do that. We can hard, or Yeah, we should probably do this because in our other run...
Captain, I hope Dr. Wells has not dragged you into one of his irrational schemes again. My diagnosis of his mental stability is not flattering. Sending a corrupted tracking signal to the board was quite clever, if I might say, Captain.
Okay. So we're going to have to remember 1718 is going to be our main game. Let's do that. Wow, she gets her own zone?
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Nice. Yeah, the plan, what we're going to do is we're not going to do this. That's the plan. We're not going to do this. But I kind of want to see what it is. Our main run will not be going here.
Not so fast.
Yes.
All right, you're clear. The adjutant's expecting you.
Thanks. You know, for having walls you can see through, I was hoping at least one elevator would have a view. Oh, it's you. Hey, Percival. Oh, it's here. Oh, cool. Okay. Okay. Let's see what you got to say, girl.
I admit part of me expected you to stand by your old friend. For better or worse, Wells was responsible for putting you back on your feet. That said, he's also a wanted criminal. For information regarding his whereabouts, you are entitled to collect a reward from Percival.
Tell me why you wanted to see me.
I understand you've infiltrated the Ministry. The things you discovered there must have been shocking, even disturbing. Halcyon is on the verge of a total systems collapse. The truth is ugly and difficult to accept, but we must accept the truth before we can move forward. Malnutrition is already a problem. Disease will come next, followed by starvation, followed by a breakdown of society, followed by extinction. I know this must come as a surprise to you. I imagine you have questions.
Not really.
What's in this for you? There's gotta be an angle. There always is for people like you.
I appreciate your skepticism, Dr. Fenhill, but I'm not doing this for any personal gain. My angle is the preservation of our colony by any means possible. Nothing more and nothing less.
The powerful make the mistakes, and the powerless are left paying the price, as it has always been. Tell me, Adjutant, have you anything to offer beyond the usual false platitudes?
I'm offering decisive action, Vicar DeSoto.
Good stuff
I can
from
no
them.
longer depend on lazy, weak-willed bureaucrats to help me rescue Halcyon. I need someone with a backbone, someone like your captain. I won't pretend the truth isn't damning. Yes, the colony is on the verge of collapse, but there is a way to save it.
What do you need done?
We need to talk about Emerald Vale.
Nani?
You handed Edgewater over to a band of dissidents. I can't have this. Adelaide McDevitt and her people have no place in the Halcyon that is to come.
Excuse me?
Edgewater needs to go. I want you to wipe the town out. No survivors.
I get that you board types are all about efficiency, but isn't this a bit much?
Oh.
I'm asking your captain to amputate a rotting limb from the colony.
Maybe the
I'd
plan we
expect you to
found.
understand, Dr. Fenhill.
I cannot condone this plan. Wanton, senseless destruction of life is never the solution.
I don't need you to approve of my plan, Vicar. I need you to get it done.
What is your reason?
Now is not the time for half measures, Captain.
Why?
I need a decision from you.
No. Hold. Slow down. What? Why?
You replaced a loyal, if hard-headed, town leader with a revolutionary. Adelaide's people have turned Edgewater into a hub of dissidents. These people are dangerous. They're going to become more dangerous after the collapse. We need to put them down. Now.
The board is responsible for this colony. This is all your fault.
Because we were negligent. You're right, the colony can't possibly feed itself. And it's our fault. This is our mess.
I don't think I'm going to go
way
this.
we're cleaning it up
I don't
is
really
by
want to go
taking
that far in
action.
this playthrough.
I'm not asking you to be a murderer. I'm asking you to be a surgeon. Edgewater is a necrotic limb on the body of the colony.
Yeah.
It must be severed.
Adelaide's people are self-sufficient. They're not a strain on the colony's resources.
Don't fool yourself. The dissidents occupying Edgewater are rebels harboring dangerous and seditious ideas. Left to their own devices, their numbers will grow. Graham Bryant and his merry band of morons caused enough trouble on Monarch. I won't risk the same thing happening in Edgewater.
You're completely insane.
No. Allowing thousands of colonists to starve to death because we couldn't make one cold-blooded decision is insane. What I'm suggesting is absolutely logical. Steel your spine, Captain. Do what needs to be done.
The answer's no.
Don't make this more difficult than it needs to be, Captain. I rather like you, and I'd hate to have you shot for disobeying a direct order.
I don't really have a choice, do I?
Not true. You can choose to say, yes, ma'am, or at once, Madam Adjutant, or as you wish, or even, I'll take care of it.
You made your point.
Edgewater is beyond saving. We're going to have to erase the town, but we're going to do it systematically. You were in the Emerald Vale geothermal plant. Do you remember what you discovered there?
Automechanicals went haywire and murdered everyone.
You've been paying attention. You're absolutely right. In fact, Spacer's Choice manufactured the incident for an insurance claim. They outfitted their mechanicals with a termination protocol, which is exactly what we need.
Spacer's Choice got away with it?
The insurance claim has been locked in committee for years, but the individual responsible for the accident was promoted for lateral thinking. I'm arranging for a delivery of mechanicals to Edgewater. These mechanicals have been equipped with the same termination protocol, which must be activated from a terminal in the plant.
Dirty!
Once the mechanicals are finished cleaning out Edgewater, I'll need you to go in and clean out the mechanicals.
Jesus.
Understand? One last thing. Spacer's Choice sent a team of soldiers to investigate your little misadventure in the geothermal.
Kill those people too.
Tread lightly.
All right, so I'm gonna take care of it.
Report back to me when the job's
Let's
done.
see. We gotta go take Edgewater, but Edgewater's serviced from another place, so we're gonna have to go there and trace it back to the ladder. And if I'm looking at it in my head right, that would lead right back to here. Okay. Nope. Feels good, man. Worth. All right, we're gonna save that run for another time. Yeah, I don't think I want to go that evil on this run. It's just not right. I'd rather save that for another time. So let's go to the Hope.
I hope Dr. Wells has...
Feels good, man.
We have arrived at the Hope. I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator. You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer to enable the skip drive.
What's gonna happen if I skip the Hope?
If your calculations are even slightly off, you could crash the entire colony ship into Terra 2. Or the Sun.
I'm sorry, what was I doing again?
Forgetfulness can be an early warning sign of asphyxiation due to loss of pressurization. Are you breathing comfortably, Captain? I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator. You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer to enable the skip drive.
Tell me about the Hope.
The Hope is the Groundbreaker's prettier, sleeker sister. She wandered off and got lost for 70 years, but just recently was found. Also, there are hundreds of thousands of frozen organic life forms hibernating in her hold.
Cool. Oh my. She is sleeker. Oof. I'm all hot and bothered over here. All right, let's go.
Sending a corrupted tracking signal to the board was quite clever, if I might say, Captain.
Thanks. It was totally my idea. Parvati and Ellie. Oh.
Can we talk?
Sure.
So we're really gonna do this?
Yep.
I've seen lots of crazy, Captain, but Phineas is.
Let's take out all our companions and make sure you have,
Do you
we're
really
done
think
with
he
them.
knows what he's doing? Sending us to skip the Hope into Terra-2's orbit right under the board's nose?
I'm not sure, but it's our best chance.
There's a sobering thought. Makes me want to drink. I think this whole plan's insane, but it'll make a good story, you know, if we survive.
Nice.
Speaking of, I get that Phineas thinks he's saving the colony, but what about you? Why risk your neck on this crazy scheme?
The people of Halcyon deserve a chance. So do the colonists on the Hope.
Coming from anyone else, that would sound like a line from one of those Odeon Pictures movies, but I think you really mean it. Still, all this depends on the other Hope colonists. Are they gonna pull us out of the shit? Or are we all just gonna leave a bigger, uglier stain on this corner of the galaxy?
True. We'll pull together. I'm confident in that.
You're too trusting, and I'm gonna remember that when I negotiate for my cut of our reward, okay? Well, whenever you're ready to do this, I'm with you.
Love it.
Anything else?
Now we're good.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah. Okay. Good talk. Great. Glad that was meaningful. Thank you. Parvati the Scholar. That's right.
What's up?
Oh.
You know, they're gonna make a serial about our adventures one day. I've been trying to think of a good title for this episode. I like the sound of The Skip Job. No, wait, I got it. Hope in Dark Times. Get it? Hope? Like the ship. That's what folks in the business call wordplay.
Not bad, Felix. Our adventure serial is going to need a name too.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that. Got a list right here.
Oh God, here we go.
Thrilling Tales of the Unreliable. Or maybe Spine-Chilling Stories from the Edge of the System. Was also considering Astounding Adventures in the Ether. I'm partial to that last one.
I prefer the Adventures of Coh and Company.
Not bad. Got a nice ring to it.
It does, doesn't it?
Stealing the Hope from the board, skipping it across the whole damn system. This is gonna be great. I can't wait.
I like your attitude, Felix.
Enough to boost my pay? I'm just kidding, boss. I know you don't pay me. I'm sure you've got plans to make. As for
Coh and
me,
Co, that's right.
I gotta keep practicing my signature dropkick. The Hope might have cameras.
Good call. Wait, you guys are getting paid? Just in the off chance that Sam has something to say.
Every SAM unit comes lean, mean, and ready to clean.
Oh, you've added so much to this story, Sam. Thanks for being you.
As always, I am at your disposal.
Really?
Anything you'd like to discuss?
Nope, we're good. Okay, great. All right, so let's bust out the people we were gonna bring. Who was it? Parvati and Ellie, I think. Yeah, like that. Oh, whoops. Let me just zone in and out like 70 times, because, you know, that makes for good viewing. There we go. Okay. Wait. Who's here? Nani? Corporate guard. Patch. Cars will be routed from the dock bay reactors on auxiliary power mode. Okay. Status, power status. Okay. Maintenance status. Okay.
What?
Logs. Relaunch roll call. Alexei Volkov. Manual log Hunt W. 10 years. Longest trip Don and I ever took was a week-long sojourn into the Silver Mountains. Even that set her on edge. She's a homebody. Always was. We packed so much food, we could have been stranded out on these rocks for a month, and we probably would have been just fine. UDL sent us on a team-building seminar into the city once. They paid for everything. Donna still packed nutrient bars just in case the bus broke down. It's gonna take the ship 10 years to reach Halcyon, an entire decade. It's a good thing UDL provided the rations, else she just might have dumped our life savings into mixed nuts and freeze-dried meat. Only he knew. This is it, folks. Say goodbye to the old Blue, eh? Yeah, if anyone wants to. Good riddance. Why so bitter, Resi? She's been a good home. Give me a spaceship any day of the week. Well, we'll see how you feel in a year. So, moment of silence, or should we make a toast? Anything? It feels weird leaving Earth in the rear view. Nope. From now on, we look only forward.
You know, when they posted us here, I told them there wasn't any point. Nobody would be so stupid as to fly to the ass end of the colony for this derelict. Shows how much I know. You've got about 5 seconds to tell me what you're doing here before I make you take a walk outside.
Wow, double ones. How interesting. I was sent to repair the reactor so it didn't explode and take the colony out with it.
Explode? Holy shit. Alright. You'll want a uniform so my staff doesn't shoot you on sight. They're a dangerous mix of bored and trigger happy. We've got a few extra in the old badge station to my right. Good luck.
The whole starving to death thing isn't all it's cracked up to be. On the upside, the bathrooms are the cleanest they've been since we left port. It made my job a hell of a lot easier. Custodial engineer. That's depressing. Wait, there's a uniform in here somewhere? Was that the armor that was just in there? Or is it like a quest item or something? It's the troop armor. Okay. I mean, is that actually how stuff works in this game?
You got nimble fingers, Captain.
I don't get... I mean, I can try it. I don't think it'll work. The ID card? Well, I took the ID card, but that's super weird because the ID card works with my holographic projector, and there's no reason he would tell me to go get that, you know? Like, it's very strange. But, okay. I guess. Whatever. Alright. Message exchange. Dr. Darling, I just had a frightening epiphany. What's wrong? I just realized that we'll be nearing our 50s when we arrive in Halcyon. Yes, but our Lucas, when they wake him, he'll be 6. By the time he's out of schooling, we'll be nearly 60. I feel as though time is being stolen from me. He'll work on the ship when he graduates. We'll see him again. I hope so, Will. You gotta help me, Alexei. I'm going mental. What's the problem? It's the food. Our rations? Are you having digestion issues? No, just I hate Borscht, Doctor. I hate it. I can't spend the next 10 years eating it. I thought you had an actual medical problem, Frank. I do. It's disgusting. Get back to your post. You're wasting my time. Come on, there's got to be something you can prescribe. You get used to it, or you'll starve. It's up to you. He is